Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Jeremy Thompson.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Well, a new deal between Frog Lake First Nation and Pengrowth Energy will see a portion of the profits from the Lindbergh facility go towards developing their community. Frog Lake has invested $30 million into Phase 1 of the project, and that money pays for a section of the facility. The First Nation will receive the profits it generates for the next 20 years.
We had to find investments, alternative investments that give us that sustainable revenues. With oil prices up and down, we want to get into an investment where the risk was much less.
Dion says that money will go towards improving the community through investments in things like better roads, healthcare, and education. Derek Evans was there representing Pengrowth.
We wanted something substantial in which our partners could participate in the value that was going to be created so that they would win and we would win.
With 2 more phases planned, the facility brings the potential for employment. Dion hopes Aboriginals will make up to 40% of the workforce.
All things being equal, if we're skilled, we got the education, we got the attitude, want to go to work, we got a job.
Phase 1 is operational. The second phase will cost around $885 million to build, and that's only sustainable if oil can climb back up to $65 a barrel. The signing kicked off Frog Lake's powwow that runs all weekend. Well, thousands of people showed up for this year's Wild Blueberry Festival in St. Wahlberg. It's a tradition that's been around for many years. In fact, this weekend marks the 27th year of good old fun. Chris Chacon has more.
When I learn to drive.
Music, hot rods, and of course, a lot of blueberries. These are all just a few things happening at this year's festival, and kids and adults couldn't get enough.
This is my first time here. It's a really great experience. There is so much to do. There's the cars, and there's the food, and friends and family. It's a really, really neat experience.
I really like this place. There's lots of stuff to do.
In the middle of all this great entertainment, there is also a significant amount of community fundraising going on.
Even though this is a really fun day for everybody, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, and a lot of the projects that take place today are fundraisers for a lot of local organizations.
One organization in particular is the Senior Care Initiative. Their aim is to provide a care home for a heavy population of seniors.
And we know that our population is getting older and older by the day, including myself. And at some point in time, it may not be in 5 years or 10 years, but we're all going to need a place to live that perhaps isn't in our homes. So rather than waiting until the crisis happens of not having enough places for people to live, we're starting on it now so that we can get this facility built so we have the places for people to live when the time comes.
Building a new care home would help many, but this project comes with a hefty price tag, close to $2 million.
Since we can't get any money from the government, we have to help ourselves. And so far, thankfully, we've got around $10,000 collected, which is just a drop in the bucket. And so we're trying some other ways to raise money, and that's the reason for this art show.
Sadly, not even a penny from the government. This initiative is working hard to help the lives of our local seniors and their future care.
Well, the 27th annual St. Wahlberg Wild Blueberry Festival has really drawn the numbers. Thousands are in attendance, and there are over 100 vendors. And the best part is behind the scenes, there's a lot of fundraising for organizations in need. Chris Chacon, Newcap News.
Back at home now, a new analysis of transactions made on the Canadian-owned adultery website, Ashley Madison, shows the border city as one of the highest spending areas in Canada. Last Tuesday, street addresses, partial credit card numbers, and user expenses were released by hackers to the general public. Well, since then, jewelry stores have been offering discounts to help cheaters save face with their significant others, and a website has popped up that allows anyone to search for users of the site by name. Now the data shows the Alberta side of Lloydminster spent more than $140,000 on the site. The T9V postal codes are second only to a downtown Toronto address, not coincidentally where Ashley Madison's head office is located. Now, Albertans aren't the only cheaters in Lloyd. The Saskatchewan side postal code S9V has more than $13,000 worth of treacherous transactions. At the bottom of the list, with about $50 in Madison money transfers, are neighborhoods in Selkirk, Manitoba, Moncton, New Brunswick, and downtown Montreal.